I have the chat ready to go. I have the Promo Bricks website ready to go, and I have my screen ready to go too. All right, guys, so this is what you're seeing right here. This is Promo Bricks. All this information comes courtesy of their website here. They are a German website, so I've translated this entire page to English, and as such, some of these translations are going to be very rough because we're using Google Translate, so it's not the most coherent thing out there. But yeah, we have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about here. You guys are welcome to sit by and, you know, talk to me about this stuff, talk with me, look through this together here. Lots of stuff regarding the new upcoming summer 2022 Ninjago sets. Figured it would be fun to go through this all together. All right, so the Dragon Temple 4+ here. Let's read through this description. The Dragon Temple could be less interesting for many fans. This is not only a 4+ set, but it's also a set that belongs to the Winter Wave. So this is another core set, it seems here. This is a Ninjago core set. Very, very messy then in terms of like what it's trying to be. A core set that's not part of the core wave, I suppose. In addition to Kai and Zane in their core suits, they are two snakes from the same wave as opponents. For the snakes, there's already a familiar 4+ motorbike, while the ninja have a dragon on their side. Again, sort of like a dragon Fire Temple Juniors thing here. Not super great. Dragon is very similar to Kai's Fire Dragon, so this thing, awesome. Can't wait to get more dragons like this. I'm super excited for that thing. Looks awesome. Can't wait to get another version of that. Only the wings are made of single pieces. Upper half of the dragon is light blue. Temple's also more minimalistic. Yada yada yada, consisting of a rock with a tree and a crocodile egg. $40 for this thing. $40 for this Juniors set. Oh boy, a $40 Juniors Fire Temple, allegedly. That's very strange. Yeah, Ninjago Core is pretty weird. I don't know how to feel about this one. This is a set that I'm probably not going to be picking up. I mean, I'm not really a big Juniors guy. I only buy the Juniors sets if they're fun for a video. $40 though, probably not going to be grabbing this. A $40 set. $40 Junior set. All of these sets are going to be coming out on June 1st as well, by the way. June 1st, 2022 is the release date right now. Yeah, $40 for this thing. No thank you. With only 161 pieces? Nope, I am not doing that. That is a no-go for me, folks. Clearance only. Yeah, maybe if it gets marked down to like 10, maybe I'll buy it for $10. Let's move on to the Jay's Golden Dragon motorbike, set number 71768 here. They just have a representative picture of the Desert Lightning bike here. So I guess that's that. What's this set all about? Another motorcycle for Jay. Jay's Golden Dragon motorbike is the first and smallest set of the new summer 2022 wave. Bike is predominantly gold with only a few blue elements, slightly smaller than the last bikes in the Ninjago range. Jay comes in a new special suit, his new and gold winged armor. The wings are similar to the new wings from the Evo sets, cannot be connected via technology axes or Technic axles, I imagine they mean. Again, rough translation. In addition to Jay and his motorbike, the set also contains one of the new Crystal Samurai and a small black turret. So yeah, lots of stuff to unpack here. Hands of time. No, this is just a representative sample. We're getting another J motorcycle, so they just included a picture of the old Desert Lightning set just to, you know, specify that this is what we're going to be seeing, another motorcycle for J, though it does appear to be a different version. It does appear to be different. The Golden Dragon motorbike is going to be gold with only a few blue elements, so that's interesting. Not exactly sure how to feel about that. A primarily golden motorcycle for Jay. That's interesting. Yeah, Ninja with wings. We are going to be seeing winged Ninja here. Jay comes in a new special suit, new gold winged armor. That's going to be interesting. The Ninja are flying again, right? The Ninja are flying, but this time they have golden wings as opposed to like air jitsu. That's interesting. The Crystal Samurais sound cool. I agree, the Crystal Samurais sound interesting. I'm curious to see what those guys are going to be all about. This set right here, 137 pieces, retails for $20, $19.99. Okay, so $19.99 for 137 pieces? Honestly, that's not the best deal ever. Maybe for a set that only includes 139 pieces, or 137 pieces, maybe they should try to make it a $15 set. If it's going to be smaller than this thing, maybe they should mark it down a little bit. $20 seems a little steep to me. Not exactly sure how to feel about that, but it is a pretty cheap set. This is going to be the cheapest of the new summer 2022 Ninjago sets. So I don't know, $20 seems a little steep, but What do you guys think about that? I don't know, this wave does seem pretty overpriced. Usually Ninjago stuff has pretty good value. Not this time, though. It seems like this time Ninjago's just as bad as some other themes. Let's move on to Cole's Dragon Racer, set number 71769. They just have an image of the Rock Rotor from Day of the Departed on here, just as a placeholder, as I mentioned earlier. Let's read about this set down here. Let's move on to this one right here. Cole's Dragon Racer fits into the typical $40 range of Ninjago sets, 1 vehicle and 4 figures. Not yet possible to say what exactly the functions the Speedster has. Only the gold parts are the only gold parts are the rear hubcaps, tail blades, and hood. The rest is black. The golden blades at the rear are a new part, which is often used in the new sets. Yeah, very weird new golden blade element is going to be introduced in this wave. Apparently it's used in a lot of different sets here. In this set, the minifigures should be much more interesting than the vehicle. Alongside Cole and another Crystal Samurai, there is Kai in his golden winged armor with 2 swords, introduced in the Epic Battle sets. Okay, making the Epic Battle weapons are making a return. That's curious. Another highlight besides the Kai minifigure is the crystal version of Asphira, the evil snake sorceress from the Season 11's, the evil snake sorceress and Season 11's first main antagonist returns in black with pink fire and crystal armor. She is equipped with a new transparent crystal sword. First set introducing a returning villain, Asphira. Asphira is back officially. I'm curious to see what Asphira is up to. Hopefully they make her character a little better. That'd be nice, right? Hopefully they improve upon her character a little bit. Why does every vehicle that belongs to Cole come with a Kai minifigure? That is a good question. It's very much a pattern. I think the biggest offender is the Firestone Mech, which pretty much designs it as pretty much portrayed it as a vehicle for Kai, which was obviously not the case here. Wasn't crazy about her as a villain, me neither, but if they're going to be bringing her back, I'm hoping that maybe Asphira can be improved a little bit. I've always said that maybe if they want to bring Asphira back, that's awesome, as long as they improve her character and don't make her like a one-dimensional, oh, I want revenge type character, you know? Let's see, what do we have here for stats? 384 pieces, 4 minifigures, $40. That's a little bit more like it. I think that's a pretty good value there. I think that's good, actually. I like that a lot. 384 pieces, you're getting a vehicle and 4 minifigures. That's good. For 40 bucks? Sure. Yeah, I can roll with that. That's definitely one of the better values for a set that I've seen for this wave. $40 for a new Cole vehicle. Probably going to be grabbing this one, honestly, especially considering it comes with a Asphira and Golden Kai. Honestly, I'll probably get this entire wave. It's going to be very expensive, though. Yeah, $40 for this thing. That's totally fine. Let's move on to the, let's see, what is this? Set number 7170, Zane's Golden Dragon Jet. Okie dokie, Zane's Golden Dragon Jet. They include an image of the Thunder Jet, or not the Thunder Jet, what was it called? The Stormfighter from 2012 Ninjago, so I guess that's there for comparison. Obviously, it's not going to be a J Jet, it's going to be a Zane Jet. Let's see, what's this all about? Zane's Golden Dragon Jet resembles the silhouette of Jay's Thunder Jet from the Year of the Snakes. 2 large blades protrude from the side of the jet, and the tip of the jet consists of a new part color-wise. Zane's jet is predominantly white with some gold detailing. A transparent blue cockpit and tiled shuriken patterns on the wings are the only shades of blue. The minifigures could be particularly interesting here. In addition to Zane, we get Cole in his new golden winged armor, and the Skull and Crossbones Magician. The Skull and Crossbones Magician. In a new black suit with pink crystal armor. That is interesting. Cole is equipped with the scythe that we already know from the Epic Battle sets. The Skull Magician comes with a longer scythe with a new crystal sword. Interesting here. The Skull and Crossbones Magician, obviously the Skull Sorcerer, I am imagining. I think the Skull Sorcerer is going to be the Skull and Crossbones Magician. Seems pretty likely to me. Okay, a jet for Zane sounds interesting. Comes with Cole in his new golden winged form. That's interesting. Crystal sounds like it's pink colored. Yeah, I'd say so. I think the crystals are definitely going to be pink in nature. Interesting. Doesn't really seem Vengestone related, though. You know? Vengestone usually isn't pink. I wonder how that's going to play into this thing, if this is even going to be the whole Vengestone conclusion or whatever. If the Skull Sorcerer is coming back, does that mean Vanya's coming back too? I hope so, man. If Vanya returns, that would be amazing. Fingers crossed for Vanya's big return. We saw her in Seabound momentarily, so maybe she could return. Let's see, what do we got here? 258 pieces, $30. Yeah, that's an okay value. That's an okay value. Probably would have preferred maybe $25 for this thing, but $30 isn't terrible. It's not as bad as some of the other sets that we're going to be seeing coming up in terms of value. That's interesting. Her versus her father. Yeah, I mean, if the Skull Sorcerer's back, it's pretty obvious that Vanya would probably be returning at some point. I'm curious to see, because we get Cole and the Skull Sorcerer in this set, rematch time. I want to see how that's going to go. Let's go ahead and move on to this set right here. There's no image for this one, but here we have set number 71771, the Temple of the Crystal King. The Temple of the Crystal King consists of a total of 4 buildings. The smallest consists of 3 floating stones, each of which is attached to a plate with a rod. The second structure consists of 2 spiral staircases at the end of a small altar with a golden throwing star. The third is slightly larger and includes a long staircase leading to an altar on a large stalactite-shaped rock. The fourth section of the temple is probably the most interesting because it's the largest structure. Big temple here, it seems. Obviously, another one of these villain temples. We see these sometimes. Think the Skull Sorcerer's Dungeon, Unagami's Temple of Madness. Seems like another bad guy temple. 3 large crystals protrude from a rock. Highlight of the temple might be the prison. Hangs on the side of the rock and is built with a similar construction to the Tensegrity sculpture, which if you don't know what that is, it is essentially this thing. So this is pretty much what it's going to be looking like. This is the prison. It's going to be using the same types of physics that's used here. That's interesting. That's curious. Excited to see what that looks, what that's going to be looking like. Kai, Cole, and Zane are included in this set, while another character may be in the cell. The set also includes at least 2 antagonists, a previously unknown character, and a black figure with 4 arms. Is this Garmadon? Black figure with 4 arms just screams Garmadon to me. But I don't know. We've seen a lot of 4-armed villains. Could be Garmadon, could be someone else. And 4 pink crystal swords. This is going to be a $79.99 set, $80 for this thing, 703 pieces. That's not an awful value. Probably would have preferred to see $70 for it though, as opposed to maybe 80. But I don't know. I don't know what these things are going to be looking like when they come out. Maybe the actual images will justify the value a little bit here, justify the prices. Garmadon is back. I don't know. I mean, black figure with 4 arms sounds like Garmadon to me. I don't know. The temple sounds interesting. I want to see the prison, which again is going to have a shape similar to this, which is going to be interesting. I like how these sculptures are made. I like the physics that go into these. This is obviously coming from Promo Bricks as well. Yeah, that's curious. I'm very much excited to see what this set's going to be all about. But the one that I'm looking forward to most of all is the Crystal King down here. This thing is going to be insane. Set number 71772, the Crystal King, should be particularly interesting for many fans. This is not a classic mech, but a centaur, hybrid of a horse and a human. The Crystal King is predominantly black with details in purple and gold. Particularly striking is the golden armor on the belly, which bears a certain resemblance to the Overlord's armor. So there's that. The Crystal King is equipped with a long lance with a new crystal tip, similar to the Overlord's armor, coloring black, purple, and gold. Those are Overlord colors. Those are Overlord colors. I do not know if this is going to be the Overlord, though. Like, that's where I'm drawing the line. I don't know if this is going to be the Overlord. If it was the Overlord, you'd think that they would just call it the Overlord and not the Crystal King. But who knows? I mean, it seems very likely that it could be the Overlord. Yeah. I'm curious to see what that looks like. Again, there are many interesting figures. In addition to the 2 Crystal Samurai, there's a new minifigure of Harumi. This is the set that Harumi returns in, so there's Harumi back for you Harumi fans out there, with 2 red katanas and a new Lloyd minifigure with hair and a cape. Lloyd gets a cape. Our boy's grown up. Our boy's grown up. He's got a cape now. That's awesome. There's probably another figure in the Crystal King set. Okay, so we have at least 4 figures here with 723 pieces. This one's going for $69.99, $70. That's a good value, especially if this is going to be the Overlord. That's a great value. That is a good value for this thing. I am okay with that. Very well could be the Overlord, could be something else entirely. I am not sure at this point. We just know that it has a resemblance to the Overlord, but I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be the Overlord. Harumi, though, is name dropped here. Harumi is back. That's pretty much official at this point. I think a lot of us are pretty much expecting that. What if it's Wu's cape? Ooh, I like that. I like that idea. I like that a lot. Maybe Wu dies and Lloyd pretty much dons Wu's cape. I like that idea. That's a good idea. They should totally do that if they decide to kill off good old Master Wu. Not sure when that time will come, though. How's Harumi coming back? Is it like a Crystal Harumi? I don't know. With Prime Empire, obviously she was Avatar Harumi, and it wasn't actually her. But this listing pretty much describes it as Harumi, like just straight up Harumi. So I don't know. Maybe she survived the building falling on her face. Your guess is as good as mine is at this point. I have no idea. When is the season coming out? In June? I don't know. We know that all the sets are going to be releasing on June 1st, according to this listing by Promo Bricks, but I'm not sure if the season will be coming out around the same time, if it's going to be earlier or later. I don't know, but it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy here. Harumi just rises from the grave. Yeah, she just gets bored in the departed realm, and she's like, you know what? I'm just going to rise from the dead. Let's continue on here, though. Let's take a look at the next one. Set number 71773, Kai's Golden Dragon Raider. Okie dokie. At first glance, Kai's Golden Dragon Raider is reminiscent of Batman's Chima Eagle-style Nightcrawler. Has two long arms, hold the narrower front wheels, while the rear, wider wheels are attached closer to the vehicle. Many golden elements like new blades decorate the vehicles. The set also comes with 4 additional Crystal Samurai. 4 Samurai, guys! A Kai minifigure and Zane in his golden winged armor with his throwing stars from the Epic Battle sets. Something that I also want to look at here. The Epic Battle set weapons are going to be coming back here, with the ninja donning their weapons that they used in that set, or in those sets, which is interesting. Kai's Gold Dragon Raider here sounds interesting. It sounds like it's going to be like a big, like Batman, like Scuttler type situation. I have no idea what this thing is going to look like, but it sounds pretty crazy. What does it come with? 624 parts, retailing for $90. $90 for 624 parts, man. I don't know how to feel about that. That seems a little too pricey, if you ask me. That seems a little bit too crazy. That seems a little too insane for my taste. I don't know about that. Apparently it only comes with Kai and Zane for Ninja and 4 Samurai. Whatever this thing is going to be, the Golden Dragon Raider, that thing might be pretty crazy looking then. That might have some interesting parts in it, some larger parts. Hopefully that justifies the asking price there, because that's kind of ridiculous for a 624 piece set. $90 for that piece count, I'd expect something like 60. I'd expect a $60 asking price. That is a little too crazy. It's the gold pieces? I guess so, man. Maybe that's why this wave is so expensive, because of all the gold pieces. Seems a little bit ridiculous. So let's move on to the next one. Set number 71774, Lloyd's Ultra Gold Dragon. Oh boy, here we go, folks. The Ultra Gold Dragon is a 4-headed dragon, but without the cloth or plastic wings like the last larger dragons. These are built with 3 of the new blades each. The 4 golden heads were built from several of the new dragon elements with different combinations. In terms of color, the dragon keeps what it promises, consists mainly of golden parts, and is rounded off with white stones on the underside. Set comes with 9 minifigures, including Lloyd in a new golden form. So new golden Lloyd confirmed, possibly. The 4 ninja, Cole, Kai, Jay, and Zane. 3 more villains, and a new 4-armed antagonist. So not Garmadon, some other type of 4-armed being, some type of 4-armed creature. 4 original ninja, they're back. The 4 boys, the squad has returned, and Lloyd in a new golden form. That is very interesting to me. New golden ninja. It seems like it's a combination between the Ultra Dragon and the Golden Dragon. I don't know if it's going to be the Ultra Dragon returning, obviously, because the Ultra Dragon is dead last time I checked. But then again, Harumi was dead last I checked too, so who knows? This season's just reviving everybody. Maybe it's a combination of these two. Maybe it's the original Golden Dragon, but powered up more. Who's to say? What do we have for stats here? 989 parts. $140, $139.99. Goodness gracious. I don't know how to feel about that asking price. I'm probably going to get this set though, because it sounds so crazy and I want it. But $140. This better be a pretty good dragon. This had better be the Ninjago dragon to end all dragons here. Because $140, I mean, it sounds like a pretty interesting dragon. I mean, 4 heads, it's an Ultra Dragon combined with the Golden Dragon. That sounds like it could be awesome, but it's $140. So I don't know. This dragon's going to be pretty crazy. This set better have diamonds in it or something, or just be a pretty good set. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what do these dragons do? Is it an actual real life lizard that you get here? Why is it so expensive? I don't know. I don't know. Again, once we see pictures of these things, maybe the prices will be justified a little more. But 140 bucks for this thing sounds pretty crazy. I'm probably going to grab it, though, just because it's supposedly a giant four-headed golden dragon. Sounds awesome. All right, let's move on to the next one here. This is the last one. This is the set number 71775, Nia's Samurai X Mech. Nia's Mech. We previously reported that it was going to be Pixels. Apparently it's Nia's Samurai Mech. So Nia's back, apparently, but she's not a ninja. Apparently she's Samurai X again. How that works, I have no idea. Nia's back, but she's not a ninja. She's Samurai X, apparently. The large Samurai X Mech is not Pixels, as previously assumed, but Nia's. The main color for her new mech is azure, with black legs and arms and lots of golden detailing. Particularly striking is the big red X on the chest with two windshields from the underwater sets, which have now been used in black for the legs. Let's see. She also uses new golden blades as swords. Alrighty then. As an opponent to the mech, there's a small dragon, which is similar in shape to that of Unagami. Not exactly confirming that it is Unagami, but that the dragon is very similar to his dragon form, apparently. Two large pink crystals protrude from his arms and are like the head from a new casting. Okay, whatever that sentence means. Included in the set are two other crystal samurais, Jay, Nia, two previously unknown figures, and Pythor with red armor. Pythor, my boy, Pythor P. Chumsworth. He's black. He's back. Pythor is back. The unknown characters could be Sensei Wu and Scott. Okay, why is Scott there? That's interesting. Again, not confirming that it is Scott. Not confirming that it's Master Wu, saying that it could be. Isn't Unagami good now? Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Why is Unagami here? I don't know. It doesn't necessarily say that it is Unagami. Just says that the dragon sort of looks like Unagami. What we do know for sure, though, is that Pythor is back with red armor, so do with that what you will. Pythor is back. That's interesting. Everyone's been wanting to see Pythor coming back. I think this is the biggest set this wave, isn't it? 1,003 pieces. I don't think any of the other sets have hit 1,000 pieces. The Golden Dragon probably should, though, considering that price. Good lord. Samurai Mech is apparently going to be the largest set, not in terms of price, but in terms of piece count, at 1,003, with a price of $199 or $119.99, 120 bucks. So, in terms of price, I don't know. Maybe I would have preferred 100 for this thing. Seems a little too pricey. $119 for this Samurai X Mech, which is supposedly Nia's and not Pixel's, which is kind of a shame, honestly. I would have preferred Pixel's mech, but if Nia's back and she has a new mech and she's Samurai X again, they have some explaining to do. They have some explaining to do, that's for sure. I don't know, it sounds fun. I think that price isn't the worst thing ever. It's definitely not as bad as this one. I think this is the worst value in terms of this entire wave. 140 bucks for a not even cracking 1,000 pieces dragon. I don't know about that, guys. I do not know. I think it looks fun, though. I think it's going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to be doing a video on Nia coming back and how she's Samurai X apparently and not the water ninja anymore. And here we have the big list of like all of the sets that are coming out this year. Some of which we already know about, like all the Spinjitzu training stuff. Obviously, some of these sets are already released. This is the Core Junior set right here, the Dragon Temple, a couple of the Evo sets, the Ninja Training Center, which is going to be coming out in March, supposedly. Yeah, March 1st here. A couple of other core sets, and then the new, apparently Season 16 stuff. So yeah, that's what this is. That's what this is looking like. Yeah, ripped my wallet indeed. Someone do the math. How much is this entire wave altogether? $590, huh? A lot of you guys are saying that. Man, $590. I'm going to be very broke. Maybe I can get away with not buying some of these, like the Kai's Golden Dragon Raider. That one sounds pretty stupid. And if I don't need that one, that takes off a big chunk of that price, 90 bucks. So yeah, I don't know, guys. That is interesting. I think the sets sound awesome, though.
Pizza time.
Another $1.99 from Jose. Thank you very much. Would rather waste my money on gacha games. Yeah, man, play some gacha games. Get some loot boxes or whatever. Thank you very much, Jose. Always appreciated, bud. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, in terms of the actual descriptions, though, they sound interesting. These sets sound awesome. I don't know about the price, though. I think that's going to be the biggest, like, turnaway for many Ninjago fans about this wave is going to be the price. I think this wave overall is just way too expensive. Maybe they could have cut down on some of the golden pieces, cheapened these sets up a little bit, if that's what's truly causing the big surge in price. That's pretty crazy. But in terms of like content, these sets sound awesome, aside from maybe this one. I don't care too much about the Dragon Temple. Content-wise, these sets sound amazing. This season sounds amazing. It just sounds crazy, ridiculous. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on this entire listing here. Why don't we switch things over again and go back to our normally scheduled stream. Just wanted to talk about that with you guys today because, good lord. Lots of Ninjago news. Lots of very expensive Ninjago news incoming. Lego eats my financial support. Yep, I feel the same way. That's like a month's rent right there. I could pay my month's rent, or I could buy all of the new Ninjago sets.